What's up, everybody? I'm Finn McKenty. This is the Punk Rock MBA. Today, I'm going to help you answer a question that's come up quite a bit. People have asked, should my band release singles? Should we do an album? What's the best strategy for a new band that's trying to cut through the noise? That's the question. You may have recently seen Ola England's video where he told you to focus on making singles, but then you've also heard other people talk about how important the album is, right? Well, I will give you my opinion in a minute, but first, I wanted you guys to hear from my friend Dan Tsurif because he has been in this game for a minute. Now, you might be asking yourself, who the fuck is Dan and why would I care what he has to say? He is currently the Vice President of Artist Management and Digital Strategy at Mercenary Management, where he works with artists like Black Veil Brides and Zakk Wylde and Goat Whore, among many others. He works with them on their music, of course, but also on some of their entrepreneurial projects, such as Zakk Wylde's got a coffee brand called Valhalla Java. He also has Zakk Wylde, which is like a guitar and amp brand. And prior to that, Dan was the Director of Digital Marketing Strategy at Sumerian Records. So Dan's a good guy to listen to. Here's what he had to say.
Hey everyone. On the topic of whether it's better to release an album or release a single, I think the answer varies depending on where you're at in your career. Let's say, just for the sake of keeping it brief, that you're a starter band and you're releasing your first piece of content to the world. For this, I would advise strongly that you start with the singles game. This is going to benefit you both creatively and financially. Creatively, we need to keep it real. It's easier to write one outstanding track than it is to write 12. Writing 12 is nearly impossible, and that's why so few even monster bands are able to do it. I'm of the opinion that you should focus all of your efforts into getting that one hit track that's gonna break your career. Put everything you can into it. It's also financially going to cost you less to record, mix, and master, and then to market a single track as opposed to an entire album's worth of content. Now, if you're really in it to win it, and you want to take your marketing efforts to the next level, you want to be sure to create a music video, set aside a budget and some time to write a compelling treatment for that music video, and also create marketing materials that you'll be using on various social media platforms, and even in person at the guerrilla level. One thing you want to keep in mind, though, is, like Finn said in a previous video, don't worry about spending money on advertisements until you have something to promote. Wait until you're catching some momentum so you're just not spending money needlessly. When the time comes and you're getting some steam, you'll know when it's right to take your advertising to the next step. Just to be clear, there's no one right answer. There's no special cheat code to breaking a band. Really, the best thing you can do is think about releasing high-quality content consistently. And what I mean by that is, it's not just releasing one good song and then some whatever songs. It's consistently releasing excellent content, and I can't guarantee that by doing so your band is going to break, but you will see growth over time if you're known for putting out quality content.
Dan, thank you very much for taking a couple minutes out of your very busy day to answer our dumb questions. Okay, so here's my opinion as somebody who is kind of on the other side of things, having written about music for many, many, many years. I have gotten tons of press releases from small bands or messages, whatever, from small bands wanting coverage. So here's something to think about in addition to everything Dan just said. As a band, a small band trying to kind of be heard and cut through the noise, how would an album help you? A small, unknown band pushing an album is not news. Nobody gives a shit that you just came out with an album. Now, if Bring Me the Horizon or Black Veil Brides comes out with an album, that's news. People care about that. But the fact that a small, unknown band released an album, nobody cares. And I'm saying that not to like shit on your band or anything like that. I'm telling you that to like make your life easier, to relieve the pressure that you may feel to release an album. So just to be like crystal clear, as Dan said, there's just really no need to have an album. Don't burden yourself with the cost and difficulty of writing and producing a whole album if you don't have to. Because like he said, all you need really is like one good song that pops, that people care about. One good song, ideally with a really clever video, that will get you heard. Here's how I would think about it, is start with like the headline and work backwards from that, right? So like if you're a pop punk band from Chicago, imagine the headline, like Chicago pop punk band so-and-so has an awesome new video featuring an octopus on roller skates or whatever. I'm not saying it has to be gimmicky or anything like that. But the point is, work backwards from that. The question you should always be asking yourself is, why would anybody give a fuck about this? What is different about it? What is interesting? What's unique? As I have said in so many other videos, if it's just a good song with a good but unremarkable video, nobody is going to care. So that is my advice. Focus on being remarkable, being different, being interesting and unique in some way. It starts with a great song and ideally some sort of clever, interesting video or other visual thing to go along with it. So there you go. Dan and I, we are fans of releasing singles, but what do you think? What's your opinion on the singles versus album thing for a small band trying to get heard? Want to hear what you think in the comments, so let us know. Again, thank you so much to Dan for answering the question. I'm going to sign off for now, but if you found this video entertaining or informative or useful in any way, I would love it if you would subscribe to the channel. If you are already subscribed or for some misguided, strange reason you do not want to subscribe, please like the video, leave a comment, share it with a friend. Anything that you can do to help spread the word would be very much appreciated. All right, I'm Finn McKenty. This is the Punk Rock MBA. I'm signing out for now, but I will see you next time.